Hello everyone and welcome to another craft with the Taylor Library. Now this is going to be our last craft of 2020 and we have a holiday theme to show you with this craft today. So as you can see, I have my friend a gnome. Now a gnome is a mythical creature that is said to protect the forests, and there's a lot of folklore about how gnomes are kind of guardians of the earth's treasures, and especially in winter they come out to help all around the world. And there's traditions all over. This is a specific Scandinavian one if anyone's interested in learning more. Sometimes you'll hear the name Nissa associated with gnomes, and we're going to make our own gnome ornament to adorn our house. So put him away, and in our craft bag, getting down to the end, this is the last craft as I said, you'll have your folder, and in it is a template like this. And this template will be the base for our gnome. Then we'll need either crayons or markers, you decide. You'll need, you have these foam stickers at the bottom, shaped like snowflakes. Your glue stick, put that away. And last, you'll need a pair of scissors. Okay. And then actually in the bag, at the bottom, there should be one more piece of string, and this will help you to hang it up. Most of you will need a parent's help for this, so we'll save that for last. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is, before we cut out any shapes, we're going to color our template. And this will make it easier and make sure that we don't get our table all messy. So to start, I'm going to use crayons, but feel free to use any colors that you'd like. The best way to do that is be consistent with your colors on each of these. So color the whole thing one color or one design, and then we'll move on to the next one. This big shape right here is the back. So this is the hat of our gnome. So if we look at this guy right here, this is his hat. That's the only part that you'll see once it's done. So if you want a cool decoration for his hat, you're gonna do this entire piece in that pattern. The next piece we're gonna lay down is this one right here at the bottom. So these are his pants. So on my gnome, it's red. That's what you're gonna see, but you can do it any color that you like. So this is the pants. This is the skin of the gnome. So you'll see his nose and his arms, and you can do that any color you'd like. He has a nice little peach nose, but he could have a peach or brown or black or gray, whatever color you'd like, you can do for his skin. This is the skin. And then this is the beard. So I'm gonna leave this white, but feel free to give him a very, very cool beard and do any color that you'd like. So let's start by coloring. Put him away. That's me. So I'm going to give him a red hat, but I'm gonna give him like little hearts throughout his hat, and I'm going to do that consistently across the whole thing. So let's get started. So now this piece is done. The next thing I'm going to color are his pants. Now I want this to be a very light gray on his pants, but you can color any color that you like. Next, I'm going to color his skin. I want him to be a nice chocolatey color. And then we have his beard, and I'm going to keep the beard white, but you can color it any color you'd like. So next, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to carefully cut around each of these shapes. So now I have all of my pieces, clean up the pieces that I don't need, and we're ready to assemble our gnome. So this takes a little bit of careful practice. You might want to leave the glue to the side and stack them without the glue first, just so you can see how it looks. The first are the pants, and those go right up to the bottom of the feet, just like that. Next, we're going to take the skin, which is this piece. This goes right over the pants, about halfway down, like that. So he has his little hand and his little nose. The next piece is the beard, and this one takes the most care to line up properly. So we want the nose to be nice and round in the center, just like that. So there you have the full gnome. So I'm going to do this again, one piece at a time, but I'm going to glue them down this time. That way they stay in place. So starting with my pants, whatever color you did, I'm going to flip it over, add some glue. And then put the pants right down over the feet, like that. The next part we're gonna do is the skin. So flip it over, put some glue on it. And then about halfway down the pants, we're gonna stick the nose and arms down, just like that. Next piece is the beard. So I'm gonna flip that over, add some glue, and then line it up from the top so that the nose is poking out, just like that. And then press the beard down. And there you have him. He's got a hat, a nose, a beard, some pants, some feet, and you can kind of see his hands sticking out on the side. So then you have these foam stickers, and if you would like, you can use these to help decorate your gnome some more. These can be cut into smaller shapes if you just want to give him like a small piece on the end, or if you like him the way that you colored him, you can leave him like that. With a parent's help, or I suggest a parent do this for you, we're gonna just poke a small hole about an inch down like there. Again, ask for help with this because these scissors are sharp. Poke a small hole. And then string through and tie it in a little knot at the end so that you have a loop. And now your gnome can hang around your house and be your little wintertime protector. So I really like my gnome, but I think he could use a little red snowflake on his beard. One little snowflake right there. Perfect. And that is it. Put the cap on our glue. You have your little gnome. So thank you for joining me with this. As I said, this is going to be our last craft of 2020. We have more coming to you in 2021. If you call the library, you can pick up your next kit, and we have crafts going from January 11th all the way until April 2nd. So it's a big kit again with lots of great crafts, and I hope that you'll be able to join me for that. Last, we have the rest of our bag of supplies, and so as not to be wasteful, I highly encourage everyone to use your creativity and see what you can come up with what's left over in your craft bag. Some of you will have extra pieces of tissue paper, maybe the center of your plate from when we did wreaths. You may have some extra Google eyes, a paintbrush, some paint, some more markers, maybe a cotton pot or two, a tongue depressor, and then even this folder could be used to make craft supplies. I know that we have a very creative bunch who join us for these, and I'd love to see what you can come up with and make sure that we're not being wasteful. So with that being said, thank you again for joining me, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.